long. Sorry.
No worries.
You're gonna learn next time Marcus sets an appointment with me. It's gonna take forever.
It's all good.
Okay, awesome. We are officially live on Facebook. This is great. Sorry. It's all of everyone's going to see us coming on right now live, and they don't know the pain I've put you through the last 10 minutes of getting it all connected. Computer difficulties on my end.
There
Of
was no
course,
pain.
of course, you did nothing wrong. It was all me on my end messing it up. So sorry.
No apologies. It's good.
You're going to forgive me that quickly. You're not going to give me a hard time.
No, you're good. Things happen.
Well, yeah, I've been looking forward to. I mean, I always look forward to anytime you and I get to connect, but particularly, I know Jackie had scheduled an opportunity for us to chat and share with the rest of our agent base. So thanks for sharing some of your time with me today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Were you nervous when she reached out saying Marcus wants to meet, or was it exciting? Be honest.
It was exciting.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's not like with my kids that I tell my kids like, "Hey, I want to meet," and they're like, "Am I in trouble?"
Yeah. Now, if she had sent me an email saying the division wanted to meet with me, I'd be like, oh man, what'd I do?
That's funny. It's like, and it was fun to give you your awards on the virtual award ceremony last week, but it was funny how many people we invited to it. And as you know, it was a surprise of how many people instantly texted me and Rusty back like, "Are we in trouble?" And I was like, no, this is good. So,
Yeah.
so I don't want to take a bunch of your time today, but in our kind of our email conversation back and forth and our pre-conversation, one of the things that you had mentioned is our Y4C2Ts, and as I thought about that, I think there's a handful of our agents that don't even know what that is. As part of our KW ecosphere and internal conversation. But I was thrilled to see that being something that you felt was impactful for your business. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, it really is doing the right thing. But, if you're not familiar with the I4C2Ts, it's, win-win in all things, integrity, the four C's of communication, creativity. There you go. You have them all up right there. Commitment. Customers always coming first. I say clients always coming first. Teamwork and trust and success through people. Really, with how I operate my business, everything I do is centered around that belief system. Whether I'm working with a client, an agent, whoever it is, a vendor, a lender, a title, an escrow officer, whoever I'm working with in our industry. I really believe in the system. I believe in our belief system, just treating everyone with respect and following this. And it really has helped my business grow to the fact that I have agents here in Utah that refer me their clients because they're like, I trust you to take care of them, because for whatever reason, maybe they're going on maternity leave, or they're having a surgery and they're not able to serve their client. They reach out to me, even from other brokerages. Hey, could you take on my, because they know what they're getting.
Yeah, I love that. It's one of those things. I think. I mean, obviously, we have a billion acronyms for everything, and it's always easier to remember an acronym that actually spells something, right?
Yeah.
But the Y4C2Ts is like they're entrenched in the KW culture if they can rattle off the Y4C2Ts. One thing that I think is really interesting with that is the truth is you and I met almost 3 years ago. You've been with KW now for a couple of years, which, as you know, I've expressed this to you before. I was so instantly impressed with who you are. Not your production. I mean, your production was great, but it was who you were that I was just like, this is someone I want to be in business with. And the truth is, while the Y4C2Ts are part of our culture, the truth is you were already embodied almost all of those things, or all of those things, before we got in business with each other, right? The KW culture doesn't say, oh, we can take someone that doesn't believe in a win-win and now we're going to make them believe in a win-win. But what it does is, from our side of like looking for people to get in business, the reason I was so attracted to saying I want to be in business with this woman was, in my back of my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, she lines up with our values, right? She lines up with these things. She already thinks this way. So the point I'm making is I love that you lean on this, but it wasn't KW that created it for you. It's KW magnified it, organized it to where it helped me on my side say, yes, I want to be in business with this person. And it helped you on your side be like, oh yes, they align with who I am as well. And it made both of us better by getting in business with each other.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I love it. So I think there's probably a good handful of our agents that either have heard about it but haven't gone back to look at it. From your perspective, and just so our audience knows too, like how incredible you've been on our ALC, serving our agents. You led our tech committee over the last couple of years. I mean, you've gone beyond knowing what our Y4C2Ts are, but actually living them and projecting them in our office. If you were to give advice to any of our agents that maybe don't know what that is or what that looks like, how would you coach them to be more familiar with what's available to them inside of our culture?
Specifically towards the WI4C2Ts?
Or anything in general. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like our culture is doing the right thing and making it a win-win for all sides. Like, I would coach them that if they're having any pain in their business, just take a step back and find out what that is. Is that from a communication? Are they struggling with some type of communication barrier? Are they having a hard time problem solving? Is it the creativity block? Is there a trust issue with them trusting themselves to be the professional and the expert? And I would coach around that with, align yourself with other agents in our office that fit that mold, that maybe you find some that they communicate really well, or whatever that pain is for you, align with that person in our office and have them help mentor that a little bit.
Love that. I think that's spot on. And from switching gears a little bit, what are the biggest obstacles in your business right now?
Leverage. Through COVID, as weird as it sounds, I became a lot busier than I ever have been. And obviously I have a transaction coordinator, but I was finding that I was feeling pain because I didn't have enough leverage. Now I'm growing a team and there's leverage provided there. And so, but that was for a few months, the biggest amount of pain was not having, and with being, having kids at home and having to homeschool, juggle work, career, family, having leverage for my daughter, all of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think that's such a great point on leverage. It was funny the other day I was thinking through leverage, because this is something that never goes away, right? We're constantly learning how to leverage ourselves better. We leverage something, we give it away, we feel a little reprieve, we progress forward, and all of a sudden we start feeling pain and friction again, and that means something else has to be leveraged. And it made me think that, and I've caught myself saying this several times, where, man, I wish there was two of me. Man, if I could just clone myself. And then as I thought about that a little bit, I was like, man, what a horrible wish for the world if there was two Marcuses running around, right? But there's the thing I thought about it is leverage actually, it gives us the ability to duplicate the best pieces of us without having to duplicate the horrible parts of us, right?
Right.
If I can give away some of the things I'm not good at, it allows me to do more of the things I'm great at, right? So it's better than actually cloning. Exactly.
Keeping us in our top 20%, the top 20% that we're good at. And yeah,
I love it. So big obstacle right now is leverage, and leverage is a skill set, right? Just because you're obviously an incredible real estate agent, your clients love you, people in the office love you, you're showing up as a leader, but learning to leverage, finding talent, training talent, getting them set up is a new skill set. What are you doing to learn that skill set right now?
Honestly, it's it is a little bit of trust, like knowing that you have the right people, that you're trusting the right people to take care of the things that have been important to you, whether it's someone taking care of my daughter and helping her stay educated, or taking care of my clients, like handing my clients over to someone else and knowing that they're going to be taken care of the same level of service I'm providing.
Yeah.
It's being able to let go of some of that control and knowing that having the trust and faith that you've found the right person, that they can do this, and empowering them to do that.
Yeah, I love that. And that's actually so rewarding too, to not only feel the relief of leverage, but to see somebody else thrive through an opportunity you gave them. That's super rewarding. So I'm excited for you on that journey. So that's the biggest obstacle you're facing right now. Obviously, there's a lot of agents out there with a little bit of fear or trepidation around what's going on in the market. What are you most excited about as it relates to your career in real estate right
now? As far as my career in real estate, just growth opportunity.
Just what are you most excited about in your business?
I honestly, I think just the growth opportunity, making a difference in more and more people's lives. Like every person I meet, whether it's a client or another agent, it makes me excited to know that I'm going to have a small impact that might cause a ripple effect to create a bigger impact, creating bigger good in the world. Like that's what excites me. That's what drives me, is knowing that like I am making a difference to someone, even if it's a small difference. I don't know, that might be a simple answer, but that's what fuels me.
No, it's a beautiful answer. That's honestly what draws me to the leadership piece, is the impact, right? It's John Maxwell says that leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. And the reward of influencing someone for the better is there's a big reward to that. And obviously we're talking about you growing your team and leveraging, but you already show up as such a fantastic leader. And you've been very instrumental and a great leader to me, which I'm grateful for. To wrap up our conversation, favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie?
Yep.
Oh man. Oh, I mean, there's Lily. What?
Hey, Lily.
My favorite movie of all time. I can only pick one.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I would have to go with Top Gun, because who doesn't like the volleyball scene? Volleyball. I mean, yeah, Top Gun. I don't know. Like,
I hear they're doing a remake.
I'm a sucker for planes and volleyball scenes. So,
Lily, what's your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie? SpongeBob? No. 47 meters? Yeah. 47 meters.
That's a big range from SpongeBob to 47 meters. That's awesome. You're well versed. Mm-hmm. Favorite podcast or book you'd recommend to agents out there right now?
My favorite book, honestly, is Mel Robbins' 5-second rule.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, the 5-second rule.
That is, for some of us that tend to overthink things, that's a great book.
Yeah. So, you'd have 5 seconds to make a decision, or the brain dumps it and you start second guessing yourself. So.
Yeah, awesome. Well, to wrap up our conversation, let me just, while I've got an audience, to publicly thank you for all you do, for being so plugged into our office. It's these type of relationships that make me so proud to be in the position I am, because that really is what makes this exciting for me, is being able to connect with people like you. So thank you for being so awesome and part of our office.
Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate you as well and all you do for us. So
yeah, my pleasure. Any of you have questions for Kristie, she's always available to reach out. And she's always so willing to help. So don't hesitate to reach out to her. If you get too many emails and calls because I said that, you blame it on me.
Okay. Thanks.
Hey, Lily.
Help.
Bye, Kristie.
Thanks, you guys. Bye.